Well, guys, we've got my dad's truck back here again, getting more goodies. That's all the thing. Like it's never in here for repair. It's always in here for upgrades. And with the upgrades, we got Spelab coming in clutch with a bunch of upgrades they sent us. Now, just because they sent it to us doesn't mean I'm gonna sit here and lie to you guys. I'm gonna give you guys my honest opinion and my honest truth. We actually have used these guys a lot. Like, we've used them for a lot of different parts. Now, they sent us this to do a review on it. This is a grid heater delete plate. SPE offers a lot of performance upgrades for your truck at an affordable price. So it's not like these other brands that are, because they've got a big name behind them, they jack the price way up to the sky. But in the end result, these are still doing the same exact thing, which is still really good quality. And I'm not gonna lie to you, like, I've used this stuff before. Like, this is the grid heater delete. As you guys know, we already did one on my dad's truck. We did a grid heater delete on it before we discovered SPE Lab, but obviously the pucks for the
fuel rail.
Yeah, sorry. The pucks for the fuel rail, they give us a gasket, which is very, very nice. And then we've got the plenum here, billet's billet. I don't care who you are. We've gone over this with, and let me flip this around. Billet is billet at the end of the day. It gets rid of your grid heater. You don't need to use it anymore, which that nut can fall off and, well, kaboom, there goes your engine. So this is a really good upgrade. Pull up the price on this thing. Let me pull it up real quick. SPE Lab, give me about 5 seconds, just fast forward this part. I mean, honestly, 170 bucks.
That's cheap.
170 bucks is cheap. How much was yours? Do you remember? 200 plus or something like that? It was something like, it was like 250 bucks. But anyways, this is good quality steel, not gonna lie. But we're gonna save this on the shelf because that one's already got it. So let's put this back in here. Again, check them out, man. And anything that you guys have seen in this video and anything that's on their website, you can use code CJ15 for 15% off. Pretty good deal. They're being very generous. This here, EGR upgrade, I don't know what this is. Oh, yeah, so this is for off-road vehicles only. This is for off-road vehicles only. And again, I mean, still good quality. Like, I mean, can't complain about it. It's all pretty nice stuff. SP Lab. These are for pull-in trucks. Just off-roading, rock crawler, pulling trucks, not on the road stuff. This is a very nice billet intake deal. It's for pulling trucks, go fast type stuff. Yeah, we can't really talk much about that one, but that is a really nice kit, and I'm sure it's not very expensive. But the bread and butter is right here in this box, and this is the one that we will be installing in the truck behind me. This is really nice, actually. So if you guys know Banks is really known for their big intake air horn. And again, not knocking Banks. Like, I've installed a Banks actually on a customer's recently. Very good quality, very good intake horn. But in comparison, we'll put the price comparisons on the screen. So obviously, similar product, same quality. Like, even the casting on the inside, there's not really any like big casting marks in here which would deflect airflow in any way, shape, or form. Obviously ready for the plate, the block off plate up here. It's got the hole for, like, you can even do your grid heater, so your grid heater delete. This one didn't come with the element. You can buy the element separately.
$100 too, yeah.
Yeah, you can buy the element separately for your intake air heater. So that is super nice quality right there. And of course it comes with all your hardware, the plug, since you're not running the intake air here. And yeah, it comes with O-rings, set screws, literally all your hardware for it. Comes with your new injector line and your plugs. I mean, it comes with the whole shebang. Like, everything's offered here. Now, of course, we didn't get everything, but so SPE Lab offers, like, they offer the entire intake piping, like all your cold and hot charge pipes, your intake or your intercooler piping, or your intercooler piping, your air intake horn, grid heater delete, you know, everything. It offers everything.
Turbo intake, the whole thing.
Yeah, literally comes with everything. So cold air intakes, you can get everything from them. But it comes with the nice gaskets, block off plugs.
That's for the fuel rail. to the grid heater.
Ah, let's see the nice guys. That way you don't freaking leak everything. That's super nice. But it's gonna get rid of this ugly flat intake horn, and it'll get rid of this as well. So you don't need your throttle valve spacer here. You won't need that anymore. It'll literally bolt right up into your factory intake charge pipe, or your intercooler charge pipe.
That one won't.
So, yes it will. No it won't. Yes it will.
It has to have that.
Oh yeah, it does have to have that. I lied.
The other one, the dual feed
right.
one is the one that
I was thinking about the other one.
that deletes it. Yeah.
Anyways, you'll have to use this, but we got a nice chrome one to go with it instead of using the black one. So we'll just use the chrome one instead of this black one and put it on there. It'll still be nice. And it's not a very hard job to do. So you guys can do this in your guys' shop, in your driveway,
With normal tools.
in your apartment, whatever you're working with, you can do it here. All right, so we got the old one out, and as you can see, the differences here, like you are gonna be flowing way more airflow with this other one, with this aftermarket, the SVE. I mean, you can just see the actual difference between the two. Like, look how, I mean, this is super tiny, and then you've got this fat toad. Toad, it's a fat toad. So yeah, we got this fat thing here, which is gonna flow way more air. Yeah, it's just gonna be better. All in all, better. You can see the openings down here. Look how much look at the difference. Like, that is insane. Look how much more airflow that is. This here, I don't know why like, you can look, it's actually insane. All of this could have been milled out. Literally all of this could have been milled out and had a full wide open air intake horn, which I don't know why Cummins didn't do that. That makes no sense to me, but out with the old, in with the new. My dad opted for putting the black back on here instead of like the silver and polished. So it has some accents in here. It's not all one color, which I get it. So we're gonna go ahead and put that on and get that done. So we'll take these off real quick. I'll show you. It's super easy. Like, this took me how long to get out?
2
if
minutes.
you already have the grid heater delete, it's not hard. I mean, this is a simple upgrade. It takes you less than 15 minutes at the house. Especially with one of these little pew-pews. Buddy, let me tell you, I knew that was gonna be stuck. Got a little pry, good to go. I'll take this over and we'll sand this off so this excess gasket material is not on it anymore. And then same for this here. We'll go ahead and get this taken off, which I believe it is this one. Huh, see, if you take your stuff and be prepared before, it don't take you no time. Get your tools first, so that way you ain't looking for them. Same, take this off, because he wants to use this one instead of the chrome one that we got. Honestly, you can tell that this has all been done recently, so. So again, like we were telling you, Spelab has the same exact kit, and for a much affordable price. By the way, it's way more affordable. This is a Banks grid heater delete kit. We put this on a while ago, and honestly, it's not hard to do. So you're gonna have to unplug your valve cover harness here, unplug all of that, lay the harness over, undo all of your fuel connectors. So your fuel line here that goes down to your CP3 and all of your fuel injection lines. I usually just take them off of here instead of the rail. Undo your rail, which is these bolts here. Super easy to do. Honestly, it's not that bad. So you literally undo this line, undo this one, loosen it down here so you can pull this line out of the way. Undo all your injection lines that's going to the crossover tubes. Leave these mounted. unless it gets into a problem. If you can't get this fuel injection rail out of here with these still attached, then just take them loose, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. I typically don't take these loose. I just take them completely loose and off of the crossover tubes, and then I'll undo all of my bolt holes that hold the rail down. And on the factory plenum, you don't have these pucks, so that's what these pucks are for. So the plenum is actually raised for your rail to sit on. It has little nubs on it for it to sit on and be elevated off the plenum. But the new kit comes with these pucks here, which is super handy. They're not hard to put in. But once you have that, then you literally just have all your other bolts out for the intake horn, or intake plenum. And then you just slide your intake plenum out while this is lifted up a little bit. Slide your new one in with the gasket, and then literally put your pucks underneath here, bolt this back down, but leave all your bolts loose on your injection rail, so that way you can get all these tightened by hand, and then snug up all these, and then tighten down your freaking injection rail. You don't have to take the whole injection rail out. A lot of people think you do, but you don't. It's much easier. Just leave them attached to the freaking rail, and it's way easier. You'll thank me later. He's playing freaking all I ran in the background. I just like to get these started by hand so I know. And they're all easy access besides the one inside. And the one inside you do blue Loctite so it can't come out. These two, so this is where the fun happens. Do not try to use this. Grab a magnet and put it down in there. I'll show you how to do it. There's one dead center right there, and there's one through the hole. Yeah, the one through the hole is the fun one.
Yeah.
Put your little red Loctite, and I mean a little. Put you a good line all the way down it. Just on the one. You don't need to do it to all of them. Just on the one. Right? And you can see the hole, so it's not that big of a deal. Because it ain't hurting nothing. It's not full power. Good. Yeah, well, she's ready to rip, buddy. And that's it. That's all it takes to do that. It doesn't take a whole lot. It's pretty simple, pretty easy. These are all your factory bolts. Take these, save them, whatever you want to do, throw them away. They don't matter. Put up your tools, and you're done. You're ready to start ripping it. So that's how you install that. It's fairly simple, pretty straightforward, and honestly, an honest review, SPE, pretty good quality. We're gonna see, they're supposed to change, obviously the more airflow that you can flow, the more power you can make, et cetera, miles per gallon, you know, the better your truck runs, better performance-wise, and everything in that matter. So at the end of the day, it is a performance upgrade. And yeah, and it's a pretty cheap one too. And it looks really good in there. So looks like you're making big power for sure. Right? Yep. Look at it, it looks fucking beefy. Looks way better than this little thing.
Yeah, it looks like a little turtle.
Yeah.
You got a tortoise.
Well, it all matters on what he thinks.
What do you think?
Now I can go fast.
He said now I can go fast.
That's crazy. It was empty. So. Good. I don't think we have any leaks. Again, make sure your fuel injection lines ain't leaking. I'm gonna look in there. Looks good to go. Finish up the install. So go ahead and use CJ15 for 15% off on the entire website or whatever you want at Spelab Auto Parts. I use them for a lot of different things, and they make good parts. Good, cheap, fast shipping. Can't complain, honestly. And that's a decent upgrade for a decent price. Hope you guys enjoyed the video.